If you think that only trash ends up in the dumpster, you're greatly mistaken. Today we found something that others had written off, and I intend to turn it into pure gold. There will be some dirty work, but I promise you one thing. What comes out of this will be absolutely awesome. Stay until the end.
But before we get started with the dresser, I have the pure pleasure of telling you about today's episode's partner. It's rare to find a brand that fits our philosophy of clever furniture as perfectly as the Destronic brand. Their desk models are the definition of that slogan. And it's not just about the looks, but what this equipment can do. First of all, the work culture. The motors are so quiet that at night you're more likely to hear your own thoughts than the mechanism of this desk. It's absurdly strong. You can sit on it and it will lift you up in a few seconds. Thank you, Christoph, from the bottom of my heart. There's a control panel here. You have memory settings, one click, and the desk automatically returns to your ideal position. Brilliant, especially if you share the desk with family members, because everyone has their own slot. There's also a built-in charger, so no more diving under the desk looking for power. And to keep things neat and aesthetic, you can add a dedicated monitor arm or a metal drawer. If you're planning to upgrade your setup, check out the Destronic website, because Black Friday is happening there right now. I'll leave the link and discount code for you in the description, so feel free to click. And now, let's get started with our dresser.
Today there are curbside giveaways, so we've decided to stop getting free stuff from OLX since we can get it here for free and choose the materials ourselves. But I've already been waiting 20 minutes for my buddy on the trip because he said he's coming with us to hunt, and we're still waiting. Yeah, 20 minutes. Man, he finally came out. I can't believe it. He forgot because he didn't know where. He was probably walking around looking for us from room to room. Relieved that we haven't left yet. Now I'm ready to go. Interesting. Just one request. Don't take everything that comes your way.
Oh man, wait, quiet.
Quiet. There's already a plastic bathtub for kids. Soon there will be something else. So this trip won't disappoint us. We'll soon discover that there really are carpets there.
Only Krzysiu lives on the way to Jonków, and today he's working from home because his little one is sick, so we'll surprise him through the window. Hey! Krzysiu. He'll learn his lesson. I wonder if he'll notice, but I feel like I'm on a hunt. Man, there's money lying on the street.
Damn, come on, something's moving here.
He told me not to take the trash.
I don't see the potential.
He's naked, not just anyone, Arthur. It's Rich here, come on. We'll take the computer, let's see if we can start it. The drive, everything is fine, naked. We're taking it naked. You know the guy here doesn't have a wallet cryptocurrency?
I don't know, the other one too. Don't listen, I'll be honest with you. When there's no fish, even a crayfish is a fish. We'll go take a look just to see if it's not already soaked or something. Hey, the drawer works. Aren't you interested? Want to see?
Well, wait, sorry.
No, Arthur.
No, just fuck, I haven't seen people like that, you know?
Elixir, it's a bit more comfortable because you're sitting in a warm hotel picking and choosing. This one's like this, that one's like that.
But wait. It's all going smoothly. It's not wet, it's dry. We take it, all right, but here we have to go back to base. It's not a complaint, it's just easier to get something out of it. Is this the day when something new was taken from the infernal depths? Drum roll, drum roll.
We were probably driving for 2 hours, right?
Computers? I knew you'd notice. I found 2 PCs in the dumpster. Damn, all the crypto on the drives because he didn't want to take mine.
And from the rest, we're making a media station. What, that he took such cases for the pigsty? I've got 4 of those. I'll tell you, trash picking is the best thing. The best was a toilet, a broken bathtub, hospital beds. Krzysiu had the most at his allotment. All right, this is the first one, but what? It doesn't look like anything's gonna come out of it. Watch out, look here. Advanced micro devices, gigabyte, but all right. What excites you more, these computers or this cabinet? Because I don't know what will come out of this. All right, I'm telling you, you take it. I'll leave you with this, Archie, because I'm super hungry, because we were supposed to go for breakfast, and you know where I was. I was in the dumpsters. As you can see, this small dresser doesn't look very interesting. Inside it's pretty decent, but on the outside it's been through a lot of mechanical damage, roughly painted. Someone tried to save it, but they didn't succeed. In the meantime, while I was shaving and stripping it, I went to the store and I bought a few essential things that I'll need for its restoration. The basics will be tubes, polypropylene ones. Well, something like that. Take a look. You can read it for yourself in a moment. Thanks to them, we'll transform our dresser. It will be unrecognizable. Of course, we'll have to cut them, but in the meantime, I need to take all the equipment outside. Kajishu, this material is a bit mixed up. Don't get too upset because that's just how it is. Unless Goli sorted it out. I don't know if you understood. If not, give me a call. So, as I said, I'm going to start cutting the pipes. And you, old man? He always wants to help because you can't see him, but he's always behind the scenes. That's why it goes so slowly. You said I used to be in a French circus. Well, yes. All right, come on, let's do the balance. 3, 2, 1. All right, I lost. All right, no, not with you. I won't get any work done, man. All right, I'm gonna do my own thing. Listen, I don't know if you've noticed, since I haven't mentioned this before. So, the pipes, they're really easy to cut, and it goes quickly. But look, I made myself this, I don't know what to call it. A gauge, just 2 boards screwed together, attached to the workbench. And look, I put it in and it cuts. Alright, and look, after cutting, these things came out, I don't know what to call them, I'll say it my way. Fluff. There are quite a few of these grooves to make, so there's no point in wasting time here, just need to get on with the work. Now we need plywood, or it could be chipboard, as long as it's at least 22 mm thick, because it'll be easier for us to put everything together later. And now look, I've already measured out a semicircle here, and now I'm tracing it onto this board, and from this piece I'll have 2 parts. Alright, listen, the 2 pieces turned out nicely, now I have to cut them. On the first one, I've already marked the halfway point, and I'll trace and mark it on the others in a moment. I'm using a miter saw here because first of all, it'll definitely come out straight, and second, it's faster. But if you don't have one, of course you can use a jigsaw and a steady hand, and you can do the job just as well. Ah, the snow is falling, the children are playing. Alright, I came to help you, so go ahead. And listen, it's time to screw the wings onto the sides. And it's all good. Nothing's catching. Perfect. The sides are flush with the drawers. That's exactly what we wanted. Now I'm degreasing the fronts and the pipes. Do you remember that box and trash can? Soon there will be something else. I remember, but I can see it. Ah.
All right. Oh, damn, man. This is a rocket. Let's press it down with a board and add some weight. Yeah.
All right, so what?
Let's keep going.
No, if we don't take it, then now to the back. Oh, now be very careful. Very.
No way. When I had my collarbone surgery, they didn't move me like that.
But I'll tell you honestly, I was thinking we'd put it all together today, but we won't.
But why not?
All right, my friends, I'm not gonna take any chances. Claimer says it's hot water. My buddy took a risk. I'm not gonna risk it, really.
After all the instructions.
Of glue. Let it grab on firmly, tightly, like a real mammoth. And then we take the plunge saw and cut well. We cut well.
I think it's already dry. What?
Listen, new day, new possibilities. Well, it's been about 22 hours and I'm sure the glue is holding strong now. So I'm taking off all the weight, grabbing the plunge saw, and we're cutting the drawers. Well, that turned out almost perfectly, almost. Now I'm taking the drawers. You can take out the runners now and I'll clean all of them from the bottom too. And from the top I'll clean off all those little bits. Yeah. We throw out the junk, all right, so what now? It's the same stage as it was 6 stages ago. So we apply glue here and stick on the next strips of tubing.
Bebel, Pell, hey, look what's happening here. You see, it's a disaster.
7 blocks and it already looks almost like that.
With 3, it's even cooler.
But even cooler. And what am I doing now? Well, right before painting, with the primer, I degrease everything. Yes, I degrease it once again, and that's why I have the primer. It held up nicely, but as you saw, sometimes I grabbed it with my bare hands. It was greasy, dirty, and later there will be problems. The primer has dried, so I'm getting ready to paint. I already have the final color, which is this beautiful mint.
Why did I see it, but it's already beautiful anyway? So go ahead and touch it with your fingers. Fuck, again.
But the camera, there's still a quick life hack.
I like coming here.
Listen, look, 2 rubber bands. See, I dipped them in paint. Well, it's thick, but already mixed. Snap, I removed the excess. Whoa.
Torpedo. You have to remind yourself, you're right, you have to remind yourself.
Because it's like, geez, we've recorded so many life hacks.
Sometimes I forget. Okay, show me. You're coming from the back? Yeah, me too, all right.
Listen, so, everything has dried nicely, so we're moving on to the next stages, which is the countertop, and there will be 2 countertops. You'll see how in a moment. But first, from the legs. I flipped the whole cabinet upside down onto the board, and now I'm going to trace it. I'm cutting the longer part with a plunge saw to make it super straight, and I'll use a jigsaw for the rounded parts.
So Archie is calling for a crisis meeting, but like with every crisis meeting, we already have a solution. According to the motto, measure twice, cut once.
No, why did it turn out like this? Well, it just did.
Well, it didn't turn out, it's not enough. Just not enough. But to avoid wasting so much material, we have a plan. We cut, move, and insert in a rectangle, but that's just a cut. Come on, Archie.
We have real life here. We were so close.
All right, 1 cut. Come on, Johnny, I'll hold it.
No, you don't have to hold them.
Well, that's the kind of friend he is. When there's a crisis meeting, he calls me, but when I have to help him on camera, he does it himself, he does it himself, he does it himself, so...
Sometimes you need to save something, but what's important is having something to save. We already have the material and don't need to buy new ones. And I'm going to cover the whole thing with another board anyway, so it's not a problem, you won't see it. And that's exactly the point. Now I'm covering the top board and the bottom edge, and I'm painting the bottom one in whatever color. You'll see in a moment it's already glued on, but still, before painting, I'll sand it all down. We're painting and about to make the clamp.
Are you going to make shakshuka?
Yes. I can't wait for it anymore.
Oh, I connected to you. I think...
That one day someone will dismantle the cabinet. PA.
Yeah, I'll see.
I promised the clamp a marble countertop, and there will be marble, I hope. I'll test and check this furniture veneer here. We'll see how it turns out, whether it works or not. I was in 3 stores and they were all very similar. Will this work? Well, we'll see in a moment.
Show me how much you have. Is it just enough for the edge? No, it looks like... it looks like Grandma Christina's oilcloth. No, really, a bit. It's so tacky.
Listen, let's not kid ourselves. These 2 marbles are terrible. I don't recommend them. Gorski, pack up the camera. Let's get out of here. We're going in the Golf? We're pulling up to the parcel locker. Oh, let's do the frog. Yeah, let's do the frog. I'll tell you. I'll raise my hand, then you click. Okay, small package. The start of work arrived in the morning. I bet it's somewhere here, so they start working from the right side, not the left. All right, here it is. This one's heavier for me. I think it's actually nicer. Okay, we'll check it at the base. And well, unfortunately, that other junk is gone. Not a lot of money wasted because I think it was about 25 or 30 zloty, so it's not a fortune, but still, it's a shame. Damn, what kind of pattern is this? Although it's nicely packed on, no, it looks much better. Great in English, in case someone didn't know. Listen, you saw the process sped up on the GoPro because here Migoli had to help. And honestly, it went on and stuck much better. And actually on this side I don't have a single rotten spot. Listen, making holes here for the handles and knobs isn't that complicated because I'm just counting the pipes. And it turned out, when I measured, that it's the 7th one, not the 7th from the right, the 7th from the left. So now I just find the center, make a mark, and screw it in. No philosophy needed. I don't know, maybe it's perfectly in the hole that was already there, wow. Believe me, it was pure coincidence. Goli and I were driving around debating whether to do it on the 7th, 8th, or 6th, and I ended up making the hole exactly where there already was one. You see, that's damn instinct. I messed up. How much? A few millimeters. Well, there's a package with legs. That's gold.
Perfect. And that cabinet will instantly be worth it. Man, 3,000.
Really? In the store, a leg like that would easily cost at least 25. Oh damn, I'm happy.
It got heavy, how tall it is. Wait, no. Oh, again, no.